Yeah, let's talk about 2026. Are you for abortion or against abortion?
I am absolutely against abortion.
Oh, that's like a Republican check mark. Are you for open borders or closed borders?
I am for a secure border.
Oh, that's like a Republican check mark.
Biological women should compete against biological
Sounds like
women.
a Republican to me. Hold on a second. Lunatic, don't be a lunatic right now. Please don't. I'm just want to cut you.
Yes, I'm absolutely for defunding the police.
Oh, hell. Now you done gone left. Guys, I got lunatic, liberal. What'd you call what's your name again?
The lunatic libertarian.
Right. You have lunatic. Why would you call yourself lunatic? Do you think you're crazy or what?
No, I think that I believe in the Constitution, and I believe in the forefathers. I've read the Federalist Papers, the Anti-Federalist Papers. I believe the true Constitution was never actually ratified, which abolished slavery because they did not include that amendment. I think that a lot of the history in the United States has been broadcasted as obtuse because it doesn't appeal to people's feelings, right? And I'm a lunatic just by having extremist ideas as far as going back to what our forefathers actually really wanted as a country, even though they would never see it to fruition, right?
Okay, I'm listening. Yeah, I'm trying to get here.
So,
go ahead.
So I want to know if I am completely off base by being a lunatic, or do I actually have some substance in my argument?
Everyone has an opinion. I mean, that's why each man has their own vote, or woman have their vote. Hey, I honestly, just calling yourself crazy kind of bothers me a little bit for you. But, you know, you seem like you're not crazy, but, you know, you never know what you do at night or in your own four walls. But what you're saying is a decent argument.
Diagnosed me as
Wait a minute, did I cut you off? Did I cut you off? Did I cut you off? Let's be respectful.
I'm just giving you clarification.
One second. Fine. You can, you know, I'll keep it short. We have a conversation in this. But you know what? To be honest with you, let's boil it down to the fact that Biden administration, Obama, they did some crazy things as well. They did some things, and I didn't hear not one Democrat cry or complain about them giving them relief. Okay? Might not have been farmers. It could have been something else. Could have been in other countries. The USAID was just throwing money in the sky and just let them catch for all kind of stuff. For LGBT, Q, whatever it is, and the AI, whatever it is at the end of that acronym. They was throwing money everywhere and as often as possible. We have fraud and abuse going on and all over California, Minnesota. Mm-hmm. I'm hearing it from time and time again from these Democratic sanctuary states. I used to call them cities. Correct. But you know what? And then also, that border was wide open. And yes, no one complained about it, but yet I hear Democrats saying, yeah, it was open. I hear Democratic politicians. I have people still call me up and say the border wasn't wide open and people weren't going in, the 20 or 10 million, whatever.
But he's from PBD Podcast, and Dave Smith was recently on there. And the thing about open policy as far as our immigration laws, there are laws that restrict. So the federal government protects our borders. Why should we even have society then?
Well, it has been, since man's been around, it's been societies. Okay, but I want to talk on something else. You mentioned about states, federal interfering with state. You know the process of federal, state, and then local cities, right? It's always been like that, right?
Yeah, it's all about funding.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question here? Because sure. we pretty much just breezing that. Are you a Democrat?
No, I'm a libertarian.
Libertarian. Who did you vote for? Did you vote for a Democrat as president?
I voted actually in that because Chase Oliver was not my presidential candidate of choice. I wrote in none of the above, NOTA, none of the above, because they were zero qualified to represent me or the people of this populace of this country, in my opinion.
So how's your party coming along right now? Is it doing pretty good, or is it just in the wind?
Well, the Libertarian Party has always been a struggle, just for the simple fact that it's a spectrum of people that come from the left and the right, trying to figure out where the principles of government really come from.
Yeah. Right? Let's talk about 2026. Are you for abortion or against abortion?
I am absolutely against abortion.
Oh, that's like a Republican check mark. Are you for open borders or closed borders?
I am for a secure border.
Okay, so
hold on, I have to clarify one thing, though. The federal government was only supposed to be implemented for the security of borders and nothing else.
Right. Security means closed. Secure means closed. I got a lot of questions. I got a few questions here. So you're against abortion, right?
Correct.
You want closed borders. You want a secure border. I'm using the word that you use, secure border. How about boys, biological men? How about biological men and women's sports, or biological boys and girls sports? Are you for that or against that?
I think that biological men should compete against biological men. Biological women should compete against biological women.
Sounds like a Republican
I think
to me.
Hold on a second. Want to compete that cannot confide.
Right. Libertarian. Lunatic. Don't be a lunatic right now. Please don't. I'm just want to cut you. So that's three right now. Three right there that's clearly on the opposite side. Are you for defund the police?
Yes, I'm absolutely for defunding the police.
Oh, hell. Now you done gone left. Now you went left.
Hold on. The reason why. So local policy enforcement is about taxation. So the sheriff of the county is elected and swears an oath to the Constitution, not your local policy enforcer. That's where law enforcement gets it conflicted. Okay? I am not about the local ordinances and the local. I don't live in a housing authority by the federal government.
You put a lot of pretty words together. Hold on a second. You put a lot of pretty words together, which I do understand. The problem is you're not talking clearly here. Let's talk clearly with each other. So hold on a second. Let's cut through the shit. Other stuff here. Defunding the police mean that you'll have less police officers to help protect. You say you were for secure of this country when I asked you about open and closed border. Now I'm asking you about securing American citizens in local or state areas, and you're telling me now that you are for defund the police. They contradict each other.
Because I think skill sets come from the individual.
Skill tech. Okay? Listen, when you're in trouble, listen, one second. Listen, when we both can't talk. Listen, when you need help and you press those three numbers, 911. We don't want to hear someone like you talking on the other end of that. We want to hear someone saying we sending you help. Stand tight, hand tight. Okay, so I want you to get your thoughts together again because they can't hear you right now. When you say defund the police and then you say you for security of our borders, they kind of contradict each other here. You in or you out, libertarian, lunatic? You're in or you out? You right now is halfway in and halfway out. You're right in the middle of the lines of a game. I'm going to turn the volume back up so they can hear you now. Okay, go ahead.
I said whatever happened to individuals securing themselves.
Oh, so you're
trained in skill sets that allowed the security systems to be within their own borders.
Okay, I want you to think about this, little tank. Wait a minute. Let me think about that.
Security. Hold on.
Put a period somewhere.
Republican right. Hold on. So Republicans talk about, we're going to provide that security. Well, security comes from the individual that doesn't have to dial 911. Did Cain Velasquez dial 911 when his child was raped? No. That went out there and went after that dude. And it was a real human being that went after a child predator in real time. That is not about any kind of security that's provided by the state, sir.
Can I ask you a question? Are you for giving housing for illegal immigrants, undocumented? Are you for that? That's another Republican talking point, damn it, because that's what the Democrats were doing. Why in the heck you didn't vote Republican and you wasted your vote? You have your own opinion on that.
It's not a 100% accurate identity.
100% identity.
Not one political party is 100%.
Man, wake up. Please wake up. I want you to wake up, okay? When you go to sleep tonight,
wake up.
I want you to get to sleep. You're not in 2026.
Where does most of Republican money come from? It's not from American citizens.
Who is it from?
Saudi Arabia, AIPAC, a lot of foreign lobbyists. So if you really want to get down to where the money comes from, we can talk about it. But yet again, I am a libertarian.
Lobbyists give money to politicians. They don't give money to the government. Well, I guess if they work for the government, I guess somewhere. But they give them. Listen. You know what? They don't give. They don't. They're not funding.
We talk about the Clinton Foundation. We talk about the foundation with what's his name, Mr. Bill Gates and Melinda Gates, right? And how they do all this philanthropy, and it's all nonsense. I'm sorry, but they're bought and paid for, and they don't implement policies for you or me.
Okay. Thank you for calling. I really appreciate your phone call. Call back anytime. I think you lean more right than left, though. I think you're more Republican than Democrat. But I understand what you're saying.
I'm actually a conservative anarchist. So that's, if you take the small list political quiz that libertarians love to talk about, then you can see the spectrum, whether you're a socialist, anarchist, conservative, libertarian, liberal, whatever.
What was it called again?
But moderation of policy is what we're losing in this country. Have housing, shelter, clothing. I want everybody to live a prosperous life. That is the libertarian values and principles.
Thank you. I really appreciate it. Oh, he hung up. He did a mic drop on me.